Jeff Sessions says he is beefing up legal resources at the southern border, sending 35 attorneys and nearly 20 judges to help deal with a caravan of migrants trying to cross into the U.S. from Mexico. As we get new video from Tijuana, Mexico, of dozens of migrants entering a processing area waiting to present their cases for asylum in the U.S. Here's Sessions.
We are not going to let this country be overwhelmed. People are not going to caravan or otherwise stampede our border. We need legality and integrity in the system. People should wait their turn, ask to apply lawfully before they enter our country. So we're sending a message worldwide: don't come illegally.
Let's bring in Michael Wilds. He is an immigration attorney and a former federal prosecutor. So you see this from both sides.
I sure do, Melissa. Thank you for having me.
What do you think of this move?
I think the Attorney General has to take a chill pill. He's ordering a process that's effective and orderly. This is an effective, orderly process. The 11 people that absconded and tried to sneak in broke our laws and should be treated as people who broke our immigration laws, and they'll be given just treatment. The individuals that are waiting online because they see America as a safe haven, we can't be saying to the world, people who are in jeopardy, that, wait, you got to get in the back of the line, apply at the American Embassy. Our political asylum laws were written during the Cold Era time. The fact that gangs have taken over historically has not been a predicate to get political asylum. The real question is, ultimately, is our geopolitics in sync with our immigration laws? And should America be opening its doors at this point to these individuals, give them a credible fair hearing, and if they have a justiciable case, then let them go through the system?
When you look at those pictures, these are not people who have time for an intellectual argument that you're suggesting. I mean, he's sending more judges down there. He's sending more people down there to try and figure out who has the right to come in. As we look at video of hundreds of people sitting on top of a wall, it seems like he's doing the right thing, sending resources down there. Why would you tell him to take a chill pill? That seems outrageous.
I think the way he is coining this, that people should go to the back of the line and they shouldn't be gathering at our borders, is outrageous. The truth is, sending resource down to the southern border to adjudicate and give due process to credible fears and people is the right thing to do.
That's a good thing.
No, absolutely. But they should have their day in court. But let's talk about the day in court. They have a credible fear interview. The 1996, imagine this, the 1996 Act says they can have an expedited hearing within 45 days, or if they don't want work authorization, within the next 3 years. America has these extraordinary hinged open doors. We've always been there to huddled masses and to people that are in jeopardy. There's a new normal in the southern part of our country border, and that is this gang warfare needs to catch up to the jurisprudence in asylum law.
But these people come up in a caravan, and you saw there were people already waiting at the border to come in, and these people shoved ahead of them. I mean, they literally shoved to the front of the line at that border. How is that fair to the people that were already waiting there when these people are being ushered up here by a political group with a megaphone trying to make a point?
Let's talk about the merits of why they're coming here. We had a case, and a lawyer in our office
I think a lot of people, the merits of why they're coming here is something that needs to be heard in court.
I agree.
I don't think anybody argues if you are truly in jeopardy, we want to open our country to you. But that's not what all of those things looked like. And as you're coming with a group that's called Nations Without Borders, or whatever it is, without borders, you know, that's something, they're making a political point as opposed to trying to help people.
I appreciate your comments and the spirit of how it looks. But the dialogue on immigration has deteriorated, and unfortunately the media, and particularly this network, has a lot to do with that. Yes,
it's our fault.
No, you're not contributing to the amelioration of the problem. The truth is, you're right. We should be looking at the merits.
How do you see that when we're trying to have a discussion about what's going on in the border?
Let me raise my point. There was a lawyer, as I started to say before, in my office, whose relative, a father, was shot in the back. When the child came here because he was in fear, the judge said, well, the fear is over, you have to go back.
There are a million stories like that. And I'm sorry, you're taking too long to make your point. It's a TV segment. I hear what you're saying. Everybody's got a story like that.
And
everybody's waiting in line.
I agree.
Absolutely. But these people don't get to shove to the front
but they're not
of all the
passing
other people who need it. And to blame our network for that is outrageous.
Not really.
Yes,
not really.
We're having a candid conversation where others are just doing pictures and being emotional about it. We're trying to talk about the real facts behind it, sir.
I agree. And when they get online, line, they're waiting online. If they're going in front of somebody else, that's not right, but they still should have the same day in court, correct?
Absolutely, and that's why sending more legal resources down there makes a lot of sense.
It does, if they're going to give them a fair day in court, and if an attorney general says...
What makes you think they're going to be unfair?
Because the attorney general... Because our chief lawyer for this nation is telling people that this is not appreciated. Why shouldn't they come to our border?
It's not appreciated when you caravan people up to climb over a fence because it's breaking the law. They're breaking the law.
Climbing over the fence is breaking the law.
Yes,
Coming into the courts is a right that you have.
Absolutely. We agree on that. So it's a great place to end. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
One of the president's most recent legal hires making a